Meantime, Calvin, you call the names of the people that's running for the catfish sales queen, trying to keep the fight for freedom going.
Now, the way I'm going to call his name is the way that they're going to come in. Calvin Luper. Cheryl Fowler.
Oh, you're going to be first?
Yes. I'm calling it the way they're coming in.
Okay.
Calvin Luper. Well, Cheryl Fowler, Clara Luper, Calvin Whitaker, Lady Ruth Hunter, Salonia Bennett, Gloria Matthews, Maxine Stale, Mrs. Smith, C.P. Wilson, and bringing up the end will be my favorite agent from Allstate, Merlin Hildred.
Oh, Calvin, okay, we'll see about your prediction. Well, anyway, you may call me out here at 672-1220. I'm talking to one of the most beautiful contestants that you have ever seen in the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant. Now, I would like for you to call the names of your competitors. And you call the cities and I'll call the names.
Okay. Ardmore.
Sharman Sanders and the people from Ardmore say she is going to become Miss Black Oklahoma.
Britain.
Nicole Debos with all of her talents. And there are people that say Nicole is going to walk away with it.
Bristow.
Bristow will select their young lady tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and we are real excited about that, and we will let you know next week.
Cameron University.
Cameron University has selected Maria Norris.
Carter County.
Kilay Mosley.
Clinton.
Lucille Ray, and incidentally, Lucille is a student at Southwestern University.
Del City.
Walanda Woods.
Guthrie.
Trina Golston.
Edmond.
Sonia Carter.
Langston University.
Keisha Johnson.
McAllister.
Regina Turner.
Murray State College.
Allison Hunt.
Norman.
Tessa Carter.
Oklahoma City.
Karen Wallace.
Oklahoma County.
Let me say it. Michelle McAwee.
Oklahoma University.
Fran Petit. And incidentally, Oklahoma University's winner could not come, and therefore they are sending Fran Petit to represent that university.
Putnam City.
Tamara Henley.
Spencer.
Chazetta Taft.
Tulsa.
Carla Lawson.
Watanga.
Leslie King.
Northeastern University.
Karen Davis.
Midwest City.
Angela Davis.
And Central State.
Sharita Montgomery. Now, if you notice, this is going to be a tough contest. We have I want to be sure we have two Davises here, right? I know we have two Carters. We have a Carter from Norman, Oklahoma, and then we have a Carter from Edmond, Oklahoma. But I don't have to worry about that. Mrs. Lady Ruth Hunter is the coordinator of the judges, and she's going to make sure that these judges understand. But here we have the big news. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to report to you that Miss Black America will be coming to Oklahoma City to attend and participate and perform at the 1991 Miss Black Oklahoma pageant on June 15th. Miss Black America will be in Oklahoma City. Her name is Rosie Jones. I want you to write that down. Rosie Jones, Miss Black America, is coming to Oklahoma City. Now, it's seldom, and it's very few times that you have the opportunity to talk to Miss Black America. And this is the second time that a Miss Black America in 22 years has been in Oklahoma City. And I am so happy about the program that we have planned. You want to bring your little children to see Miss Black America. You want to join us in this caravan out to the airport to welcome Miss Black America. Michelle, how do you feel about Miss Black America coming to Oklahoma City to our pageant?
Well, I think it is very exciting. I wish I knew a little more about Rosie Jones, but hopefully I'll meet her and get to know her better.
You will have the opportunity to meet her. Ebony Magazine wrote a fantastic article about Rosie Jones, and I want all of you to go back and get that back issue and read about Rosie Jones. And you will be reading about her in the newspaper and hearing all about her. And we want you to have some pictures made so you can tell everybody I had my picture made with Miss Black America. Congratulations to the 1991 graduates from Gates Barber Shop. Robert L. Gates is a manager. We make people beautiful. Open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesdays through Saturdays. Located at 2609 North Martin Luther King Boulevard. Mr. Gates wants you to know that he is proud of the 1991 graduates. And incidentally, if you need a haircut, whether it's traditional or whether it's a designer special, go to Gates Barber Shop, 2609 North Martin Luther King Boulevard in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Congratulations to the 1991 graduates from the Exotic Florists and Plants, located at 3671 North Everett Street in Oklahoma City. You may call 424-7659, and they will not only deliver your flowers, but they will give you the kind of service that you deserve. That's the Exotic Florists and Plants. And it's time now to think about Memorial Day and put in your orders early. Call Sylvia Bennett at 424-7659. This is the Clara Luper Radio Show, and today we will have a catfish selling queen and a catfish selling king. I feel so sorry for Calvin Luper, who actually believes he's going to be in the top 5. I predict that Calvin Luper will not be in the top 5, and the day he beats me selling catfish, I will send him out to a steak dinner. I will send him out. That will be the day. That will be the day. And I would like to ask Miss Black Oklahoma County, do you like catfish?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I know you're going to get a catfish dinner, and I'm going to put you on the spot. You have a choice, and let's go down your choices. Clara Luper, Cheryl Fowler, Calvin Whitaker, Lady Ruth Hunter, Gloria Matthews, Salonia Bennett, Maxine Stale, Merlin Hildred, Barbara Smith, Calvin Luper, or C.P. Wilson. Now, what will your choice be?
Well, I'm not a fool. I'll take him from Clara Luper.
And you know what to say. That's one thing about it. My contestants know exactly what to say. And I just love you. Some of you call me and you say, Clara, why do you talk about your children and your children all the time? Because, I have so many children. Why don't you talk about your children? Why don't you take some time out and talk about your children? That's what you need to do, is to talk about your children. Let's talk about Miss Black, Oklahoma. And I'm very happy to report Calvin is in here interrupting again. David Hall has one more for Clara Luper. Bruce Davis, my police officer, has another dinner for Clara Luper. Calvin, how are you doing?
Well, so far, I'm doing real well. I'm writing very clearly, and I'm waiting on my extra calls to come in so that I can add to my total. But no wonder Bruce Davis, he said, I want to buy one dinner from Clara Luper because that was my favorite teacher. And Bruce, I can understand it now, that police officer attitude. But congratulations, you are winning. I'm not
sure,
accepting
I'm winning. I'm
defeat,
supposed to win.
But the race is just starting.
Oh, the race is just starting. Poor Calvin. Calvin, I tell you, I really admire you. You got more nerve. You must have been born in February.
February 10th, and the race is still going on, Mom. You're doing well, but the race is not over.
Okay, do you have any predictions now?
The predictions are the same. Calvin Luper first, Cheryl Fowler a distant second, Calvin Whitaker a distant third. Well, you're coming on up, so I better give you a chance here. Clara Luper maybe fourth, Gloria Matthews fifth, Salonia Bennett, Maxine Stale sixth and seventh, and bringing up the end, no, Miss Smith may be seventh, Barbara Smith may be seventh, but bringing up the end will be none other than your favorite Allstate agent, Merlin Hildred.
Now, Merlin, we would like for you to call us. Look like your brother does not have confidence in you and your ability.
I have confidence in her, but it's the catfish dinners that I don't think she can handle.
Those catfish dinners. Catfish. Salad. Spaghetti made by Gloria Matthews. And then you can buy your own pot for 50 cents. Or you can drink clear water free. Or you can wait and get that delicious dessert. Well, one thing about Clara Luper, I made 2 peach cobblers before I left home, and I know they are brown. I know they are delicious. We're talking very seriously now. Freedom Center has been a center of activities. And there are so many things that we participate in, and there are things that we do not participate in. There are a lot of people that do not agree with our stand on issues, but we stand tall on what we believe. We believe that segregation of all kinds is wrong, whether we are talking about segregation against the handicapped, the poor. We say segregation is wrong, and we are doing everything that we can to fight it. And many of you call me and say, Clara, why is it that your office is not open all the time? We aren't like some agencies. We do not have anyone to come in and underwrite our salaries. In fact, all of the people whose names that I have called today are volunteers. They are volunteers. The investigations that we have made are investigations where we buy our own gas and where we pay our own parking fee. We will be out to Deaconess's Hospital on next week investigating a case where a young black lady feels that she is being discriminated against. We have worked with the school system in trying to keep some of our people in school because we have a tendency to keep them out of school. And we feel that we must come in and lift a hand. I've listened with a great deal of interest to the explanations of test scores that are rising. But let me remind Oklahoma County that most of our criminals are coming out of Oklahoma County. I would like to remind our people that most of the inmates in our overcrowded jails are coming out of Oklahoma County. I would like to remind you that there must be something else in life besides high grades, because we remember what happened in Germany, the type of educational system that was developed. And it was developed to such a system until over 6 million Jews were killed. So what we have got to do now, we've got to look deeper than grades. We've got to look at characters. We've got to create situations where those kids that are having problems in school are not turned out on the streets because the problems will multiply. And I want Dr. Stella to tell me now, along with his Board of Education, how many kids did we save? How many did we save from crime, from gangs? How many did we save? And that has more meaning to me than how many that was promoted. We need to know how many did we save. This is the Clara Luper radio show, and today's show is being made possible by your Allstate agent, Marilyn Hildred. Call Marilyn. Poor Marilyn is running behind in the catfish race, but she's running ahead in the insurance race, and I want to see her face when she find out how many people bought catfish from her. And once again, a catfish queen and a catfish king will be crowned this evening. Clara Luper, Cheryl Fowler, Calvin Whitaker, Letty Ruth Hunter, Gloria Matthews, Barbara Smith, C.P. Wilson, Salonia Bennett, Maxine Stale, Marilyn Hildred, and Calvin Luper. Okay, we are ready. We are ready. Calvin, I want you to give me a report now.
Well, the report is simple. It's Angel Stevens makes sure that she wants to buy one from Barbara Smith. And Carrie Blackwell just reminded me that Merlin is her agent and for me not to be talking about it. Don't give her a hard time. But Carrie Blackwell is buying a catfish dinner from Merlin Hildred.
Okay. The telephone number out here is what, Calvin? 672-1220. See, Calvin's always running his mouth, but one thing about it, I sure would like to, if he is crowned the king this evening, I'm telling you, and people don't know where to come and get that catfish dinner.
You're absolutely right, Mom. The place where the Freedom Center is 2609 North Martin Luther King, 26th and Martin Luther King, 26th and Eastern, to those of you who aren't up to the name changes, but it's 26th and Martin Luther King, and from 11 o'clock until about 2 o'clock when I'm declared the winner.
Okay, you're going to be declared the winner at 2 o'clock.
At 2 o'clock.
Well, you have to watch it, Letty Ruth Hunter, and Gloria Matthews, Salonia Bennett, Maxine Stale, Merlin Hildred, and a newcomer on the scene is Barbara Smith. And Barbara's moving on up in this catfish race. Barbara, you would have to move faster than John Smith to catch up with Clara Luper. And Cheryl Fowler, you will have to be, not only Cheryl, but you have to be Carol to catch up with Clara Luper. And I have left out somebody that's very important that's moving up in the race, Leola Ford. Leola Ford is in the race. Now, don't you neglect it, and certainly Leola Ford is in the race. And I would like to apologize for Leola Ford for not calling her on this first list, but I wanted to save the best to 10 minutes till, because I was scared to call Leola Ford's name first, because she might beat Clara Luper. But those of you that would like to crown Leola Ford, let us know. The telephone number is 672-1220. Leola Ford, Clara Luper, Cheryl Fowler, Calvin Whitaker, Letty Ruth Hunter, Gloria Mathis, Alonia Bennett, Maxine Stale, Leola Ford, Marilyn Hildred, Barbara Smith, Leola Ford, Leola Ford, Leola Ford, Leola Ford. Now, Miss Ford, I've called your name as many times as I have everybody else's. This is Catfish Day, and certainly we are going to do everything we can to make this a success, and you can make it a success. We will announce it on the program because Calvin has declared 2 o'clock as a closing down time. But I'm going to say 2:30, Calvin. You got to give my people a chance. 2:30, we will be closing down and we will be crowned. Here comes Calvin, all smiles.
Right, because by 2 o'clock, my lead will be of such a nature that you would have to accept defeat humbly.
I've never accepted defeat. I don't mind losing, but anytime you beat me, you're going to have to be out of sight. Now, I just want to see
that
you.
That is how far ahead I'll be in the number of catfish dinners.
Okay,
out of sight and around the
How
corner.
do you feel about Miss Black America coming to Oklahoma City, Calvin?
I'm looking forward to it. I think, as always, Miss Black is always a favorite time of mine. But to have the Miss Black America come, I think is going to be an inspiration to the young ladies who will be participating in the pageant. And I haven't met the young lady, but I'm certain that she will be exhibiting the positivity, all the other things that goes into being a Miss Black America. And that talent, I look forward to seeing that. But I have a feeling that she's going to sit back with her mouth wide open when she sees the talent that it will be exhibited at our Miss Black Oklahoma pageant.
Well, I can say one thing for sure. Oklahoma City has the top pageant in the United States. Now, those aren't my words. That's according to my boss's word, Mr. J. Morris Anderson. They sent representatives down here, and they went back and declared that it was the best. I would like, since I have Miss Black Oklahoma County here, I would like to talk about the scholarship offers for this year. And I want to explain to everybody that the scholarships are not given to Clara Luper, but they are sent directly to the school that the girls attend. Carl Abbott State College will be given a scholarship that will amount to $1,150. Oklahoma Community College will give a $500 scholarship, and these are to winners in the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant contest. Now, you must remember that all of them do not go to one person. They go to the ladies that would like to be in these particular schools. Langston University is offering a scholarship that amounts to $2,400 to one of the winners of the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant. Oklahoma City University is offering a $500 per semester scholarship to a winner. $500 from Oklahoma City University. Dr. Joanna Hibler, the president of Southwestern University, is offering a $500 per semester scholarship to a student that would be interested in attending there. Central State University is offering to the winner or to a young lady that's up in the top a $900 scholarship. Phillips University in Enid, Oklahoma, want to be a part of the 1991 Miss Black Oklahoma pageant and is offering a scholarship of $4,500. The Oklahoma College of Arts and Science in Chickasha, Oklahoma, announced a scholarship of $1,848. Rose State College is offering a scholarship, and we have not gotten in writing the amount of that scholarship. Now we have other scholarship offers. The Phillips Petroleum Company will give a $1,000 scholarship. Marilyn Hildred, your Allstate agent, will give a $500 scholarship. Mrs. Stales of the Stales Restaurant will give a $100 scholarship. Mr. Carl Carbon of the Carbon Real Estate Company will give a $200 scholarship. Officer Pons will offer to one young lady a $250 scholarship. The minority media will give a $100 scholarship. Mr. Jackson will give a $25 scholarship. And from a person that has been to the pageant and has enjoyed it every year, they want to give a $150 scholarship, but they don't want their name called. Rex Ball has sent in a $50 scholarship, and the list could go on and on. And incidentally, my friend B.C. Clark said, Clara, I want to be a part of this too, and he's giving a gift, and I'm not going to tell you what that is. Those are gifts. How does that sound to you, Michelle?
That sounds wonderful.
Well, it will be wonderful because the young ladies will arrive in Oklahoma City on June 9th, 1991 at 9 o'clock a.m. There will be a welcoming party that will be there to greet them, and that will be some of the top leaders of our city. And you'll be surprised at the people that will be there to greet you at that time. And what we want you to do when you drive up, one of our MCs will announce the arrival of Miss Black, Oklahoma County, and go down the line. And then there will be past contestants who will be there. You don't have to worry about a thing when you get into Oklahoma City. And we are going to worship this year at the Fairview Baptist Church because that was the church that we got the first invitation from. We had proposed to go to another church, but the invitation was late, and we go by first come, first serve. It's going to be a time of your life that you will always remember. Our speakers, Henry Roth Jr., will speak, and I think this will be about the 15th time on Monday morning at 7:30. Mrs. David Lee Hall will have a cosmetic demonstration, and that will be something. When David Lee Hall tells you she's going to do something, you watch out. From 9 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock noon, and no one will interfere with her. I could go on, but I would like to tell you now that this is a day that a catfish queen, have you ever heard of a catfish queen or a catfish king, will be honored. Now, this will be based on the sale of catfish today, not what somebody's going to buy. And Calvin is smiling. Calvin, give it to me.
You're absolutely right, Mom. There'll be a new queen because the people Marie Weekly from the Petite Beauty Salon called, and they ordered not one, not two, not three, but 8 catfish dinners from Gloria Matthews.
8 catfish dinners.
8 catfish
Well, Marie
dinners.
Weekly is a member of my church. What's wrong with Marie? Where's her church loyalty?
I have no idea. But, Mom, you mentioned the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant, Miss Black America coming, but you neglected to mention about the pages.
Well, I'm not going to do that. Mrs. Fowler is going to come out here because she has a very special thing. Tell me what she has.
Well, this year, for the first time in the history of the Page program, there will be some 5-year-olds participating in there. And they may be 5 years of age, but I'm certain that by the time they hit that stage that we will be seeing some very mature 5-year-old models there at the pageant. And it promises to be a very exciting show with the Miss Black America and the 5-year-olds, plus yours truly as the MC. It's going to be a great and a fantastic event.
I ask you to call. I'm sorry, because of technical trouble, we cannot have you calling in today. But I have some congratulations, and Shelley, tell me about these congratulations to these young people.
Well, the first name on the list there was congratulations to the 1990 graduates. 1991 graduates. One was Shelley Luper of Northeast High School. A special congratulation goes out from Herbert Hanna, who's the uncle of Sharon Hanna, and she's the salutatorian from Douglas High School this year. She's getting a scholarship, has a scholarship to LU and to OU. He believes she's going to take the scholarship to OU. There's Lamont Johnson. Congratulations, who will be graduating from John Marshall High School. Calvin Reeves, who will be graduating from John Marshall. Milo Wilson, who will be graduating from Millwood High School. And Nikki Hamilton, who will also be graduating from Northeast. Congratulations to these special graduates, 1991, from the Clara Luper Radio Show.
This is the Clara Luper Radio Show, and certainly I've enjoyed visiting with you today. I want you to know that there is a bus going to Atlanta, Georgia, and you may call Mrs. Woods and tell her that you want to be a part of that. Now, today is May 18th, 1991. I would also like to let you know that Sir Charles Taylor was one of the judges in the Miss Black Oklahoma City pageant, and we would like to thank all our judges. And Letty Ruth will be back next week to tell you about the judges and the winners. We are very proud of our young people, and we will have something very special next week. We will be telling you about crispy chicken, and I'm so excited about it. Well, some of you have told me that today is a very special day, and it's Michelle's birthday. Calvin, what will you sing happy birthday to Michelle?
I'll sing it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michelle. Happy birthday to you. Best of luck in the future. Best of luck in the
Well, you
future.
just like
Happy
the rest-
birthday to you.
You're just like the rest of the people in my family. You can't sing,
Well, I had a
Calvin.
hole in my bucket, on
Oh,
that one, but it was
oh.
good.
Michelle, today's your birthday. How old are you today?
I'm 19 years old.
19 years. How do you feel to be 19?
About the same I felt yesterday.
Oh, you sure are getting old. To be 19 years old, you've been there 19 years. Well, anyway, don't ask me how old I am, because I'm old enough to win the Catfish Queen, and I'm going to win that today. I would like then to tell you that we do have some news. We have some very special news. We are doing some investigative news, and we will bring you on this show stories that no one else would dare touch. Now, we've been criticized because Clara Luper is not in favor of calling a grand jury, and I want you to know that I'm not in favor of calling a grand jury to investigate the Owens case, because that case is being handled by lawyers that are qualified and what have you. And I want you to know it. That issue will come up tomorrow at NACP, and because of the backlog, I will not be there. And many of you have called me, and you have wanted to know my feelings. I don't believe that it's necessary at this time. And those of you that want to do it, and then we have some people in Oklahoma City that want to do things, but they don't want their names called. And I'm scared of those kind of people. I'm scared of lawyers and organizations that don't want their name. They want to stick our names out on something. You won't stick my name out, that's for sure. And be sure and remember that. Well, it's time now for Clara Luper to say goodbye to you. And I really hate to say goodbye to you, because you're so sweet and you're so kind. I meet you on the streets and you do something that's very outstanding. You speak to me, you smile at me, and you wave at me, and that gives me a good reason for living and to keep on another day. I'm very grateful to all of you. And although sometimes you say Clara seems to be a bit egotistical, well, the Bible says love your neighbor as you love yourself. And I'm going to do that. I love myself so much until I don't smoke cigarettes, and I'm sure not going to drink no whiskey or wine or anything and mess up myself, because I don't want you to mess up yourself. I don't want you to steal, because we don't need any more thieves in America. I don't want you to kill, because we've had enough killing. We've seen enough. What I want you to do is to hold up your pretty heads, your handsome heads, and say, I am somebody. I might not have a car now, but someday I will get one, so I don't have to steal anyone's car. I'm not a rapist, because I don't believe in that kind of living. This is what I want you to do. And incidentally, if you have any flowers to give to anybody, give them while they live. Don't wait until they die and resolve. And those of you that would give me flowers when I die, I want you to resolve to buy a catfish dinner from me today, because I won't need the flowers when I'm dead. Calvin Luper is looking solemn now. I think he's beginning to realize that he will not be the winner. And congratulations to all of you. This is Clara Luper saying, whatever you do and wherever you go, remember that I do love you. And remember, as Abraham Ross said, I don't make the news, I report the news, and I got a story that's too hot to handle, but I'm going to handle it next week. Bye-bye. I do love you. And thank you, Michelle, for being my guest today.
Thank you.
The spiritual soul of Oklahoma is KTLV, Midwest City, Oklahoma City.
KTLV.